The voice of sharing. Durian ASEAN.
ASEAN Dailies. First and the foremost news from Southeast Asia.
Hello, welcome to Trian ASEAN, the voice of discovery and sharing. So, Arlene, what is your favorite Southeast Asian food?
Oh wow, Grace. A lot. Well, I love nasi lemak, Hainanese chicken, adobo, po, bakso, tom yum goong. Oh, many more.
Okay, that's really a lot. But for me, I love kimchi all the way.
Seriously, just kimchi?
Not just kimchi, but it's like a belacan in Southeast Asia. It makes every food tasty, you know. So on ASEAN Daily, we'll bring you daily updates and commentaries on issues and events that are impacting this region. I'm your host, Grace Cho.
And this is Arlene Tan. And on this Wednesday, 17 February 2016, we will bring you the latest social-cultural and trends from Southeast Asia.
Our top story today, the experts will meet once under the water search for the missing Malaysian airline flight MH370 and the Southern Indian Ocean is completed. So this was expressed during Singapore Airshow Aviation Leadership Summit.
And according to the DCA Director General Datuk Azharun Abdul Rahman, the search is likely to be completed in the month of June or July this year. After that, they will see what's next.
So, for those who may not have kept up with the news, the Malaysian flight MH370 dropped off a radar on March 8, 2014 as it flew from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing with 227 passengers and 12 crew on board.
But the aircraft has yet to be found, although search and rescue is still ongoing in the Southern Indian Ocean. 4 vessels are currently involved in the search, with Australia and China working together.
So about 90,000 square kilometer of the 120,000 square kilometer of search area had been covered so far.
When asked Dr. Azharuddin whether the area of search will be extended, he said that experts have determined that they have gone through 99% probability. Beyond this is not possible. So let's just wait and see, I guess.
Yes, so let's move on from the serious news to focus something more fashionable. So have you ever tried Islamic fashion before, Arlene?
Well, I guess so, but not really.
Well, I hope the next news will excite you. Islamic-inspired fashion turns head in Southeast Asia. So with Islam being the largest religion in the Southeast Asia, Islamic-inspired fashion runway shows in Dubai, Jakarta and Kuala Lumpur now offer an elegant, quirky, fun or sophisticated way for today's Muslim woman in the region to express herself through fashion. So non-Muslims can try too.
Oh, that's great. Oh yes, the high fashion is betting on the Muslim market. For example, DKNY, Oscar de la Renta, Tommy Hilfiger, Mango, and Monique Lhuillier. Hopefully I pronounced it correctly. Have been selling capsule collections in the Middle East, generally around Ramadan. This time they are launching by Dolce & Gabbana new abaya and hijab collection, which would be the next level for the Muslim market on the high fashion.
So it looks like it's not just in the high fashion runway, it's everywhere. Zalora, an online retailer in Southeast Asia, created another name called Zalia.
Oh, nice.
Collection of the modest yet trendy clothing last spring. So it aims to help the Muslim fashion industry grow and also fuel the interest in trendy Muslim wear in the region.
Not just Zalia, even Uniqlo is another mainstream retailer among the first to market hijabs in their Southeast Asian market. Just in January this year, they had their second collection of Islamic-inspired clothing retailing in Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Thailand. And I've seen a few. It's quite interesting.
I guess it's very intelligent or smart way of marketing when it comes to Islamic wear. But not to forget social media, like you mentioned. On Instagram, the rise of fashionable hijab is gaining a lot of attention too. Lagos, Nigeria is home to hijabi as well.
What is that?
And the trendy yet conservative hijab-clad Barbie.
Really?
Wow. It's really interesting, isn't it? And also, do you know that they have more than 36K followers already?
Wow. Hijabi. That's the new level of Barbie. But anyway, it's not just about social culture and pop culture. Even governments are jumping in the bandwagon. The Indonesian Islamic Fashion Consortium has plans for Indonesia to be the world's Islamic fashion capital by 2020.
Wow, that totally makes sense. And according to a study by Reuters, Muslims spent about $266 billion on clothing in 2013, which is more than the combined spending in Japan and Italy on fashion.
Impressive. It looks like the future of fashion is an Islamic one. Anyway, let's move to the next news that is closer to home. Well, not really. I'm talking about the Grammy, not the Taylor Swift Kanye West spat, nor the performance mishap by Adele, but the Grammy Awards, which involved 12-year-old Joey Alexander, who gave an amazing piano performance.
I can totally agree with you that, and then I just noticed that you've been listening to his performance just now. So hailing from the humble background in Bali, Indonesia, Joey is such a prodigy in the Recording Academy president, and also CEO Neil Portnow and Kaman introduced Joey with this message. We have to ensure the work of this gifted artist is truly valued so that our industry does not only survives but thrives for our next generation.
Yes, and very interesting background. He taught himself to play the piano, listening to his father's collection of Duke Ellington, Charlie Parker, and Thelonious Monk albums.
Correct, and those are the big giants, jazz pianists and the jazz pioneer in the music industry. And in fact, he also started to perform in local clubs in Bali at 6 years old.
Really? Seriously? Wow.
And also in the capital, Jakarta, at 8.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, exactly. Only last year, he captivated audience at the Newport Jazz Festival as the youngest performer in the history of the world's most prestigious jazz event.
Wow.
That's so speechless. I don't know what to say.
Is it your dream as well to go to the Newport Jazz Festival?
Well, but that's very jazzy festival, not for my band, I guess.
Anyway, how can we even compete with that? Joey started writing his own songs at 10 years old. In fact, his own composition, Ma Blue, is that correct? Ma Blues is already hailed as a master of improvisation.
It's amazing. We gotta listen to his own composition as well. But yesterday was an honor for this Indonesian boy wonder. He is one of the youngest Grammy nominees in history, and he was up for Best Jazz Instrumental Album and Best Improvised Jazz Solo at this year's Grammy Awards.
2 awards?
Yeah.
Amazing. His debut album, My Favorite Things, was released in May 2015. New York Times dubbed this jazz prodigy as the most talked about one that jazz has seen in a while.
For sure. So we are so proud of you, Joy, and also Indonesia for producing such talents. We highly recommend you to check out Joyce Alexander's performances from 58th Annual Grammys.
That's all for our ASEAN Daily today. Thanks for tuning in to Duran ASEAN with Arlene Tan
and Grace Cho. For more updates on Southeast Asia, please tune in to our website at DurianASEAN.com. If you're on the go, you can always download our TuneIn app on your mobile.
And please subscribe to our YouTube channels at Duran ASEAN and Duran ASEAN TV. Don't forget to follow us on our Facebook page, Twitter and Instagram. We always welcome feedback from our listeners.
Stay tuned with the ASEAN Daily by tomorrow, Thursday, the same time at 12 to 1 p.m. on GMT Plus 8. Durian ASEAN, the voice of discovery and sharing.